So there's a question of how do I stop preparing forever and finally put my work out? Like, how do I actually do the thing that I say I want to do? Because ultimately, if you've ever had these questions and you look back and you're like, I should have done that, or why haven't I done that? It makes me think about how preparation can improve your work, but it can also protect you from experiencing your actual work, right? And I learned more from posting one imperfect video than I would have learned from editing that video privately for hours. If you watched yesterday's video, I talked about how I was posting really late at night because I'm a morning person. I do really well in the morning. My brain is clear, like we're good to go. But at night, I just can't. Like my mask, my executive functioning, whatever you want to call it, is just not there. And I was doing that because I knew that if I just forced myself to record, I wanted to keep the promise to myself of posting daily. So I knew if I recorded, I would choose posting over staying up to edit it because sleep is important. Okay. So um I recorded this thing. I knew I would have enough energy to turn it into a whole day editing because I also realized that I was procrastinating by editing so much. And then by doing that, I was also getting in my head. So my only assignment was to talk and publish. And I did that. And I'm proud of myself. And my hypothesis for doing this, as I mentioned, was that I would just get it out there, which I did, but also that I would learn to trust my speaking voice. I would not be reliant on this overworked script that I've been doing previously. I would be less reliant on smoothing out all my errors and ums and likes through using the script to edit those out. I would stop treating the post like a final exam as if like my whole life depended on this one video. So the goal was to become more comfortable being seen before everything felt polished, right? The goal was to be seen as a beginner because I am. This is new to me. So I did it, and then I posted and I went to bed. And then this morning I woke up to two comments. And then as I was actually on my morning walk, I got another comment. And I got a comment from Glow, who is one of my coaches and just like content creation, but also just someone I look up to and someone who's also doing a challenge to encourage us to post more on YouTube. So seeing her post, I was like, oh, look at you putting yourself out there being seen and people are applauding you and not, you know, cursing you out. And we are grateful for that. So because of the comments, I was like, oh, let me actually go watch this because usually I would edit the videos, but so I go watch the video. And it actually taught me a really great lesson because usually when you edit, at least the way I edit, is that I am on Descript, you can see the text of what you're doing. So pretty much I'm reading the text and just editing out the ums and the likes and the false starts and all the things that make a video choppy, but also that make a video human. So I'm reading it, so I'm confident in the message. However, I'm not always confident in the delivery, which is also why I decided to just talk to the camera. So I go watch the video and I realized that I should have stopped talking at the 14-minute mark because at that point, I even told him myself, I even said, oh, this is another video I've been thinking about, but I kept yapping. And a light bulb clicked in my head of like, oh, like this is all the edits that you're always doing that it's telling you to stop doing of cramming so many things in one. I heard it, I saw it in a real way. So uh, I appreciate that because it was really cool to see how I just kept going because I didn't have a way to stop. And then I kept yapping for another 10 minutes. And God bless anyone who watches those last 10 minutes. I do think the information is valuable, but it should have been a new video. Right? Um, and that lesson only became obvious because I published and experienced the work as a viewer and not as an editor, not as like a teacher, not as um, and also just not in like my own private space where I was just in my head about it. I was already on YouTube and I was already in that viewer mindset. So that revealed the real problem. So I realized that the problem wasn't that I needed a better script. I need more reps recognizing when I've completed the initial promise, right? So the initial promise of this, I kind of shared at the top, is just realizing like or sharing how I stopped preparing forever and just did the thing I said I wanted to do. I thought scripting was helping me because I thought it'll help me become a better speaker, but sometimes scripting was helping me avoid hearing what I actually wanted to say and how I wanted to say it in my own voice. So that betrayal was real. Like I was like, oh, I was the drama. I still am the drama, right? um, so as I reflected on that, I was thinking about how I'm always telling people to treat every job like an apprenticeship. An apprenticeship is not study until you can guarantee perfection. It's you learn something, you attempt the work, you receive evidence, you adjust, and you attempt it again. That's what an apprenticeship is. It's very applied. It's applied knowledge. And an apprenticeship loop is usually you attempt something. I attempted the video. I posted the video. You observe. I watched the video. And then in watching, observing, I named the thing that was wrong. I named the spaces where I could have had a cleaner way to share something. I named where I had two videos in one. And now I'm attempting to adjust that by having this video. So we will see how that goes. But yes, attempt, observe, name, and adjust. That is the name of the game, and that is how you end up doing the things. And then one day you look back and you're like, oh, I'm pretty decent at this. I'm actually good at this. Right. Um, and just to clarify that without using my examples, attempting is to do the thing, right? And if you work in tech, a lot of people say MVP, the most viable product. Just put out the thing that you want. What I wanted was a video on YouTube. I put it out. Observe, experience the actual result without defending it. Then name it, identify the thing that broke, and try to limit it to one thing, like one thing that broke and or didn't feel right. And then four, adjust, change one constraint in the next attempt. So in this attempt, I will stop talking soon. Um, and this is funny because it's the same thing I teach people about pivoting. You are rarely entering the next thing empty-handed. Often you're already understanding, you are already an expert uh, in the lesson that you're trying to convey. You just haven't trusted yourself to use it in this new context. I already believed in apprenticeships at work. I just had to start treating YouTube like an apprenticeship. So thank you for watching this video as well. Um, I'm actually recording in a new space because it's what is available. So I'm just going to do that and then post because I have things to do. It's kind of the same ethos from last night. I recorded late because I was trying to remove enough energy to edit and ruminate. And what I accidentally removed was my ability to hide inside preparation. And yes, I posted 10 minutes that definitely belonged in another video, but now I know exactly what to do tomorrow or today, right now, in the future. And that is an apprenticeship. All right, see you tomorrow.